Hello, friends. It's great to be back with you again. Let us see what Samartha Ramdas Swami has said in his 144th shloka. जगी पाहता साचते काय आहे अति आदरे सत्य शोधून पाहे पुढे पाहता पाहता देव जोडे भ्रम भ्रांती अज्ञान हे सर्व मोडे. In this world, what we see, is that true? With great respect, we need to search for the truth. Persistent inquiry will take us to God. Then all of the confusion, delusion, and ignorance will break down. Samartha Ramdas Swami tells us to search with all due respect about what is truth, what is real. He is referring to the quest of finding the pure existence, that which is real and eternal, the Brahman, the supreme reality. Whatever we see in this world, is that real in the true sense of being eternal also? Everything we come across has the existence, so it is real, but it is not eternal. Everything in this world has a start and an end. Some things might exist for thousands of years, like very old trees, and some exist only for a very little time. But in this material world, nothing is everlasting. We need to do a persistent inquiry for that. Persistent means continuing firmly in a course of action in spite of difficulties or oppositions. No matter what obstacles we might come across, if we continue our search, then one day we will come across God. At that time, all our ignorance, our confusion, our delusion will vanish, and there will be complete clarity about what is Brahman, the ultimate truth, the supreme reality which is God. I would suggest that you watch some videos available on YouTube of the lectures given at IIT Kanpur by Swami Sarvapriyanand, who is a renowned monk of the Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission, and explains the scriptures extremely beautifully. Borrowing his example, when we look at the waves in the sea, do we say wave is in the water or water is in the wave? What is real, wave or water? Reality is that water is appearing as a wave. It is the existence which is real. Swami Sarvapriyananda has referred to a story of King Janak in some of his explanations. Lord Rama's wife Sita is also known as Janaki, as she was the daughter of King Janak. One night the King Janak was sleeping in his palace on his comfortable bed. Suddenly the guard outside his palace came in and shouted, wake up, King Janak! Our enemy has attacked our kingdom." The king quickly got up, got ready by putting on his armor, and went to the war with his army to fight with the enemy army. Even though he and his army fought very courageously, he lost the war to his enemy. He was captured and was brought into the court, where the enemy king ordered to exile him from the kingdom. Soon King Janaka found himself on the streets of his own kingdom, having lost everything. Nobody was willing to help him or offer him food or shelter. After a lot of search, he learned about a man who offered food at the outskirts of his kingdom and went there. There was a long line of people to get free food. He stood in the queue, waiting for his turn. By the time his turn came, the food was completely gone. The man distributing the food gave King Janak a little watery soup which was left at the bottom of the vessel. King Janak was so hungry that he became happy to have got something after all. As soon as King Janak was about to take a sip of the food, a bird pounced on his bowl. King Janak fell to the ground, and so did the food. He could not believe how his fate had changed in just one day. From luxuries he was now thrown in miseries, hunger, and thirst. With that thought, he burst out screaming. Suddenly and surprisingly, he found himself awake, sitting on his bed in his palace, sweating. He realized that it was just a dream. The soldiers came running and asked what happened to him and why he screamed. King Janak could not say anything. He only murmured to himself, "Was that true? Or is this true?" For the next few days, King Janak kept uttering these words and nothing else. He would not speak to anyone, not even to his queen or his ministers. He would just sit in a solitude, murmuring to himself, "Was that true? Or is this true?" Sage Ashtavakra came to know about this and decided to visit the king. He asked King, "How are you doing, King Janak?" The king told him what had happened and asked him the same question. Then the sage asked King Janaka, "When you were lying destitute on the streets, were you accompanied by your queen, ministers, your palace, and well wishers and your comforts?" King Janak instantly replied, "No." Then the sage asked, "Now that you are here with all the comforts, luxuries in your palace, is that hunger, that thirst, that misery still with you?" King Janak replied, "No." Then the sage said, "See, king, your answer to both these questions is no. Hence, neither that was true nor this is true." King Janak was shocked and asked, "Then what is the truth?" The sage replied, questioning again, "When you were fighting, were you there to experience your defeat, your misery, your hunger, and your thirst?" The king said, "Yes, I was there, and even if it was a dream, I experienced all that pain and suffering." Then the sage asked, "Are you experiencing this present power and the luxuries and comforts that are surrounding you?" The king replied, "Yes, of course, I am." Then the sage said, "King Janaka, then you know neither was that the truth, nor is this the truth. Only you yourself, the being, the Atman, is the truth. The real truth is inside us. We do not need to look outside this body. The search must start within. It is because we exist, we see everything outside having an existence. It is our consciousness in which all the existence is getting reflected. Samartha Ramdas Swami is asking us to do this kind of search for the truth. And when we start on that journey and keep going, in spite of all the hurdles, there will be one day when there will be total clarity about the Brahman, the supreme reality, the God. Friends, if you liked this explanation, feel free to comment and do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel A Dialogue with Our Mind. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ